Ram, Jai Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. There is a general increase in criminality in the present world. Terrorism, ISI. In foreign countries, in the Middle East, in the States, Syria, so many countries are having so much of bloodshed. India also, we are facing these problems from extremists. They call Naxals. Negative mindset is the cause for this. Can a person be cruel? Even cruelty to animals cannot be accepted. See, this is the human way. Why should people become inhuman? Basic compassion, kindness, consideration, love, affection, help, all these things have vanished. The demons were there. The two gatekeepers of Vishnu opted for taking demonic births. That is how our mythology, entire mythology, founded on that premise. They opted to become demons for 3 generations. And they created hell in this world. And the Lord has to come down to protect people. Hiranyaksha, Hiranyakashipu. Then Kamsa, his own maternal uncle, Krishna's maternal uncle. Then you have Ravana, Kumbhakarna. 3 generations of those demons, it's over now. But what will happen in the Kaliyuga? The demons have grown so much. There are you cannot identify 2 people as demons as it happened in the 3 earlier yugas. But now, in Kaliyuga, where are the demons? They are in human form only. They are acting. We are seeing things. They are published. How cruel they are. Heinous crimes are committed. And they are being elected to Parliament, to Assemblies, public offices. That is why Supreme Court observed, I think today or in this week, that give a list of their antecedents. They should be publicized. The EC should take note of their crimes. How many are having criminal records? Heinous crimes. Not mere routine things. People make mistakes. In Ramayana, Sita Mata expressed a very kind view of the demons who were troubling her. Hanuman wanted to kill them because Hanuman killed or beaten them to death, many of in Ashokavana. So when he expressed an intention to hit those demons, Sitama tells, Kuryat karuna maryena nakaschint naparadhyati. I used to quote this in my management lectures. See, no, every person commits mistakes. There is nobody who has not committed any mistake. So, Aryena, that is a gentleman, should show compassion. Kuryat karuna. Karunam means kindness, compassion. Aryena, Arya means gentleman. A well-educated, well-bred gentleman. Karuna, you have to show compassion towards the criminals. Demons were criminals. How they troubled Sitama, it is there recorded in the... She says, see, they are forced to do certain things. Vicarious liability is also there. In law, you cannot escape the liability. But then, if subordinates do, they are also in criminal liability cannot be shifted. If a person commits crime, he is liable to suffer for it. He has to. So, this is a very subtle thing in Vedanta. You are not responsible. Can you say, I am not responsible, the Lord is there in me. He is doing all these things. He made me tell lies. Can we say that? There are certain, in pictures also, when somebody told a lie, then when he was asked, I was helpless, I told a lie, but the Lord in me made me do that. When Lord Krishna himself was doing this, that, say, did you eat butter, steal butter? And he immediately says, no. Did you eat mud or so? No. So denying the things, denial, living by denial. This is very common now. I have handled so many cases, I have seen the entire length and breadth of India, discussed with them, and daily when I see the reports, I feel sad that these things should happen in a country like India, which is peace-loving people. Honestly, all people are peace-loving. All Vedas concluded with peace. Peace is the highest thing, achievement. So, to live in peace has been my ideal. And my philosophy in the ISB and modern mind also I expressed. Peace at any cost. Not success at any cost. I left the profession after 10 years of intense practice in all the courts up to Supreme Court. I felt this is a very sort of thing, the legal situation in India. Crores of cases are pending. Why should they be filed like that? Because this is the hatred that has spread into the hearts of people. Why? Rama means love, affection. Rama is not... when I asked the Rishis in Himalayas, they said, are you hearing the sound Rama anywhere? Are they chanting Ramnam? So they are becoming demonic day by day. Crime is increasing in India. So you go and spread Ramnam. That is the blessing I had. So peace at any cost has been, I am successful, the feedback, I am happy. So following Ma Sita's observation and instruction and Veda also, live in peace and spread peace. The demonic elements are very active now because law is weak. So the Supreme Court made observations about the criminality of the public representatives, that it should be published so that people will not vote them to power. Power is such a thing. Lord Acton, they said, power corrupts, absolute power corrupts, absolutely. What is corruption? Crime is corruption. You resort to crime with impunity. I have suffered, but I am happier that I could overcome that feeling of hurt or hatred. So I pray only to the Lord. Gandhiji at the end, he says, Sabko Sanmati De Bhagwan. His satyagraha idea is, he was subjecting himself to the suffering. Instead of inflicting the hurt on the other person who was the culprit, Gandhi was the victim. So instead of getting angry and punishing the person who committed the crime, he would suffer satyagraham. So inflict the crime on himself and go fasting. I attempted and I felt happy. Gandhi was great. That way, in India, should we suffer? Why should people suffer the criminal acts of these demonic elements which are growing for want of good ideas, proper education? We are not educating them on right lines. Prahlada tells Hiranyakashipu that he was chanting Ramnam. So, when he was thrown into the cauldron, into fire, it became cool. That is, he says, Salilayate. Even the fire ball became a cool water jar or water pool. That is what he says in Bhagavata, that sloka I quote. So, Ramanam alone can make people kind and make people good. Prevent them from doing evil things, criminal things. My grandfather also lived that way for 100 years. He advised me when I went to Madras in 1957. Said, you may come across so many things which will hurt you and which will be obstacles in your path. He said, take Ramnam. Rama alone can save this world and the individuals also from the crimes that are being committed against the people. So, but the law will take its course. We have entire criminal procedure, criminal law, IPC, all these things. As an advocate, I answered them all. When in 58, we passed out in with credit. But in actual life, I am finding it very difficult to tolerate and then to suffer. I can suffer because I have the capacity. But how many people are suffering? You see the cases in courts, in hospitals. Why India should suffer this state of criminality, growing things? I wanted to give some instances in life which will have some repercussions. I refrained from doing it. Personally, in our own, of course, during freedom movement, the sufferings of people are well known. How Dyer killed all the people, Jallianwala Bagh, and others also who were done to death, hanging, the martyrs we call them. Even now people are being martyred. Martyred not for the cause of the country in the borders, but in actual life also they are suffering without a relief. Because it requires, legal process is so expensive. I founded a free legal institution once long back, but then we could not run it. The society must change. That's why Gandhian way is the only formula. Sabko Sanmati De Bhagwan, Patita Pavana Sita Ram. If all the people start praying, Patita Pavana, so people will be reformed. Rama changed that stone into Ahalya. Ahalya was condemned to becoming a stone. By the dust of his feet, Rama changed her to Rishipatni, Ahalya. And the bandit Ratnakara became Valmiki Maharshi by chanting Ramnam. I believe in that. I have faith. That is why I am living only to spread Ramnam. And I got the blessing from Shiva in Benares also. He said, that body is yours as long as you spread Ramnam. I instructed Ma Parvati, Sri Ram Ram Rameti. So, Ramnam is my only hope. Jai Shri Ram, Jai Shri Ram.